let's come to this thing. Uh, let's come to specifically, there is this naive way people approach creation of heavens and earth and creation of earth in Quran. They say, well, in one place Quran says the Quran, God created heavens and earth in 6 days. In another place, when you add up the days, it comes to 8 days. What is going on? And some people would say, "Arr, arr, arr," and
They
some people
say
would say, this is
they say can't God get basic calculus right?
yeah. Let's now look at what Quran is really true.
They go,
What we
yeah.
get.
They go, well, according to some beliefs, that God's only got two fingers, hasn't he, or something. So, according to
Well,
some of the
thank
anthropomorphic
you.
kind of Hanbali
We
views. So
we will come.
how many times can he keep counting on two fingers?
So we will come to Hanbali interpretation at the end of it. It's actually Hanbali interpretation. If you want to go in detail, it's the Hanbali interpretation actually doesn't say God like describe God in that way. What they do is they associate meaning from language. They say God has two fingers, but we cannot say anything. So then you're not really understanding anything out of it. So it's a
Exactly.
de-association of meaning and form, then making linguistic forms doer of any
Now,
meaning.
I meant
So I think that
like he's counting the days on his fingers, and if it's only got two, how many he's going to keep
I don't
counting?
I don't think even Humphrey would say that. I don't think Humphrey. Yeah, yeah.
I'm joking, guys. I'm joking, joking. Calm down. Calm down.
Okay, let's come to this one. Let's come to this one. So let's come to okay. First of all, one thing that is very clear from Quran, like in Surah 70, verse 54, God says that Ayam is 50,000 days. In verse 22, verse 22. So sorry, Surah 22, verse 47, it says Ayam is 1,000 days. In another Surah 2, verse 185, it says I am is your normal I am of 24 hours. One thing
Ayam means days, plural of yom, days. Okay.
one thing is clear that the way day or yom is used in Quran, it just signifies a period of time, not necessarily 24, just any period of time. It
Yeah.
can be 50,000, 10,000, one day, one's lifetime. You can get various examples from within the Quran for this. So I'm not like for any of my interpretations to be justified, I will justify it from the context of Quran. So this is very important, so that people cannot say, "Where did you get this from?" I got it from Quran. So I'm self-referencing Quran in this. So when you take this idea that yom is any period of time,
Yeah.
it can be thousands of years or days or anything. It could be 1 billionth of a second or 1 trillionth of a second. It can be. It's a period of time. So period of time. But one thing that was interesting is that rather than a period of time which bears some distinction to other periods. That is what I would say. Now the first, let's now take these things about Earth being created in 2 days, universe being heavens and Earth being created in 6 days, seven heavens being created in 2 days, and the spread of resources on Earth occurring in 4 days. Let's take it one by one
Sure. Let's go
and
for
try
it.
to. I always like breaking things down. Let's break it down and see what is the information being revealed,
Let's
and then see if
let's do
that makes meaning.
accountability. What was God doing in these days? चलो पता लगाएं यार
Let,
कि
let,
हो क्या
let's
रहा
try.
था.
Let's try to take meaning out of these verses.
Cool.
So the first thing is earth is created in 2 days. It says that in verse surah 41 verse 9. So two periods, let's say two
Okay.
periods. Earth is created in two periods because we have already established ayam can mean a period. So has earth been created in two periods? It also says in surah 54 verse 1 that the moon has split and the day of judgment comes near. So has moon been split from earth? Interestingly, what we know now is that there was a proto-Earth some 4.5 billion years ago, and there was another planet called Theia, and they collided. And because of this collision, Moon split from Earth, and this occurred for 4.5 billion years ago. And so the creation of Earth occurs in two stages. One is pre-collision, proto-Earth, and then there's the collision with Theia. Moon splits apart, and then there is the post-collision. So
And
yes,
this could also refer to the inshaq al qamar, that the moon has
yeah, that's
split.
exactly the split of moon, verse 54, Surah 54, verse 1. When it says moon was split, it never says prophet split the moon. That's what tradition says. It never says Prophet split the moon. And in some traditions, and it fell on the in the in the garden of Hazrat Ali. I mean, yeah, and that the earth still did not get destroyed somehow. But but anyway, it just says moon like this statement by itself, moon has been split, is completely correct. Yes, moon was split when Theia collided with Earth 4.5 billion years ago. Yes, Earth has been created in two periods: post split, pre split.
So,
Two distinct periods.
so just to be clear, so what we're saying is proto-Earth. So this is the kind of the pre-Earth structure that we know now, in which the moon was a part of Earth. This is what we're saying.
Yeah. So what happened was that there was a proto Earth. Of course, there was moon was as a part of the Earth. This proto Earth collided with another planet, which is called Theia. There was a collision, and one of that and the debris from that collision formed the moon.
Hmm. Wow. Okay.
I'm not going to details of how we
Sure.
know
Sure.
it. That's a long,
Sure.
but
But
this is
this
something
is. But this is.
like
This is what we're speaking about. Is this is it's scientific. It's not something
in
that.
science. Like
Mm-hmm.
for example, the rocks on a moon have the same composition, nearly the same composition as rocks on Earth. With lots of other things. The core of
Wow.
the Earth is
Wow.
larger, and
Dalil.
uh,
See, when you want
lot,
Dalil, Professor's got the Dalil. All right.
lots of this is well established. This is pretty much well established. Interestingly, the water from Earth came from this planet Theia that possibly originated in the outer parts of solar system, came and collided with
Ah.
Earth. As
Mm.
Quran says, there are rocks which burst to bring out water in Surah Baqarah. Come to that verse also. So
Ah,
pretty,
subhanallah. Yes, 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 yes. Of course. وَإِنَّ مِنَ
pretty
الْأَحْجَارِ
interesting.
مَا يَتَفَجَّرُ مِنْهُ الْأَنْهَارُ وَإِنَّ مِنْهَا لَمَا يَشَّقَّقُ فَيَخْرُجُ مِنْهُ الْمَاءُ. This is um
Surah
yeah, about that there are certain rocks, but it begins about speaking about the hearts are like rocks, or shaddu qaswa wa inna min al hajarati. But some rocks, rivers will even gush out of them, and some will tear open,
that
and
some of
water will.
them burst open to bring out water. So yeah, so Thea
Hmm.
did burst out, and we got most of our water on Earth from Thea, which is interesting. But then this let's people might argue that okay, the people did not understand it in past this way. I understand people did not understand it in past that way. But all I can say is that this statement that Moon has been split from Earth,
Hmm.
let's say from Earth, is completely 100% correct statement, and the statement that Earth was created in two periods is 100% accurate statement.
Okay.
Whether you want to
So
say
that
so
verse, right, that we're talking about is, I mean, one of the places that this is, you're referring to Surah Fussilat. That do
verse
you
9.
disbelieve? Yes, verse 9. That do you disbelieve in He, or in God, who خلق الأرض في يومين? Okay, who created the earth in two periods of time? Okay, that's what we're saying. Hmm.
Yeah, but then it goes on to say in the same surah in
So
verse
just
10.
to be clear, you're saying the two periods are first proto Earth and then common Earth. Is that what we're
Yeah, so
saying? Yes.
there are two distinct periods. There's a proto Earth, pre-collision Earth, and then there's a our Earth, post-collision Earth with Moon.
Okay, post collision. Okay, well, cool.